In the dense and silent forests of Thak, India, fear once ruled every path, every village, and every human heart. People stopped walking alone. Children were pulled indoors before sunset, and at night no one slept peacefully. The reason was not a ghost, not a curse, but a tiger that had learned the taste of human blood. He was known as the Thak man-eater. At first, villagers believed the deaths were accidents, a missing shepherd here, a vanished woodcutter there. But soon, bodies began to appear dragged, torn, and left as warnings. The tiger was no longer hunting animals, he was hunting humans. What made the Thak tiger terrifying was not just his strength, but his silence. He attacked without warning. No roar, no footsteps, just sudden death. Survivors said they felt a presence watching them moments before everything went black. The forest itself seemed cursed. Birds stopped singing. Even animals avoided certain paths. The villagers whispered that the tiger could sense fear, that he followed panic like a shadow follows light. As the death count rose, hope faded. Guns failed. Traps failed. Brave men refused to enter the jungle, and slowly one truth became clear. This was not an ordinary tiger. This was a man-eater shaped by pain, hunger, and revenge. And soon, one man would be called to face the terror of Thak, Jim Corbett. But before that encounter, the tiger would claim many more lives. The Thak man-eater became more fearless with every kill. He no longer waited deep in the forest. He began to hunt near villages, along narrow paths where people walked every day. Fields that once echoed with voices now stood silent and abandoned. One morning, a farmer left his home before sunrise. He never returned. Only broken grass and deep claw marks were found, leading into the forest. By evening, fear spread like wildfire. Mothers cried. Men stood guard with trembling hands. Everyone knew the tiger was watching. At night, the terror grew worse. The tiger moved silently between huts, his massive body hidden by darkness. Survivors later said they felt hot breath on their necks seconds before the attack. There was no time to scream, no time to run. Death came in silence. Hunters tried to track him, but the Thak tiger was unnaturally intelligent. He walked on rocky ground to hide his footprints. He circled behind search parties. He attacked when men least expected it. Each failed hunt made him bolder and deadlier. The jungle began to feel cursed. Even animals fled the area. Paths were overgrown. Fires burned all night. But fear burned brighter. Some villagers whispered that the tiger was possessed, that bullets could not stop him. The number of deaths kept rising. The forest of Thak had turned into a graveyard of human fear. And far away, word finally reached Jim Corbett. He listened quietly, knowing one thing for certain: this tiger was not just killing to survive. He was ruling through terror. Jim Corbett entered the forests of Thak with extreme caution. He could feel it immediately. The jungle was unnaturally silent. No bird calls, no animal movement. It was as if every living creature knew that a killer ruled this land. Corbett studied the attack sites carefully. He noticed something disturbing. The tiger did not kill randomly. He chose paths where humans felt safe. He waited where fear was strongest. This was a predator that had learned human behavior. One evening, as the sun disappeared behind the trees, Corbett sensed movement. The bushes rustled softly, then nothing. He knew the tiger was near, very near. His heartbeat slowed as he scanned the darkness. Suddenly, glowing eyes appeared only a few meters away. The tiger stood still, watching, not attacking, studying. Corbett later wrote that this moment felt like being stared at by death itself. The tiger vanished as silently as he appeared, leaving Corbett shaken. Days passed with similar encounters, footsteps behind him, broken branches, heavy breathing in the dark. The tiger circled Corbett again and again, testing him, waiting for a mistake. Corbett realized something terrifying. The Thak man-eater was hunting the hunter. The final confrontation was coming, and in this jungle of fear, only one would walk out alive. The night was dark and heavy when the final hunt began. The forest of Thak felt alive, as if it knew something terrible was about to happen. Jim Corbett moved slowly, every sense alert. There was no time to retreat. This was the moment everything depended on. Corbett raised his rifle and fired. The shot echoed through the forest, but the tiger did not fall. Wounded and furious, it roared and lunged again, closing the distance in seconds. The ground shook under its weight. Death was only a breath away. With steady hands and absolute focus, Corbett fired a second shot. This time, the bullet struck true. The tiger collapsed, its powerful body crashing into the earth. The forest fell silent once more. Corbett approached carefully, knowing how dangerous even a wounded man-eater could be. The tiger lay still. The reign of terror was over. The Thak man-eater, who had haunted villages and ruled the jungle with fear, was finally dead. As dawn broke, villagers emerged slowly from their homes. Fear was replaced with disbelief and then relief. The nightmare that had controlled their lives for so long had ended. But as Corbett looked at the fallen tiger, he knew the story was not just about fear or victory. There was something deeper, something tragic. When Jim Corbett examined the body of the Thak man-eater, the truth became painfully clear. The tiger was old, wounded, and broken by suffering. His teeth were damaged, his body scarred by past injuries. Hunting fast prey like deer or boar had become impossible. Driven by pain and hunger, the tiger had turned to the easiest prey available: humans. Corbett realized that the tiger was not born a monster. Human actions had shaped him into one. Forest destruction, careless hunting, and injuries caused by villagers had pushed the tiger toward a path of blood. The fear that haunted Thak was not created overnight. It was the result of years of neglect and imbalance between humans and nature. After the tiger's death, peace slowly returned to the villages. Children played outside again. Farmers returned to their fields. But the memory of the fear never truly faded. He warned that killing animals blindly would only create more man-eaters in the future. The real solution was respect, conservation, and understanding wildlife behavior. His experiences later helped shape India's wildlife protection efforts. Today, the story of the Thak man-eater lives on as more than a horror tale. It is remembered as a chilling example of how fear can rule entire regions. A forewarning about the consequences of disturbing nature, a tragic reminder that predators, like humans, can be victims too. The jungle of Thak may be quiet now, but its past still whispers through the trees. The legacy of the Thak man-eater remains a dark chapter, where survival, fear, and human mistakes collided in the shadows of the forest.